Greetings, royal queens and kings. It's your host, Queen Tulsa, and welcome back to the Queen Tulsa Show. We are here, Justice for Shanquella, unraveling the timeline of events. In this video, we delve into the tragic case of Shanquella Robinson, a former Winston-Salem State University student who lost her life while vacationing in Cabo, Mexico. On October the 29th, recent reports from multiple Mexican news outlets indicate that an arrest warrant has been issued for the suspect believed to be responsible for her death. We will explore the details surrounding this case, the implications of the arrest warrant, and the ongoing investigation. Join us as we to understand the circumstances that led to this heartbreaking incident and discuss the border issues of safety while traveling aboard. Stay informed and engaged as we follow this developing story. All right, so you all, we are here because Shanquella Robinson, as we all know, if you have not known, that she had went to on a trip with some so-called friends, and her friends deleted her on this trip. This young woman has so much to offer, has so much to give to this world, and she was taken out by some cowards. She was taken out by some cowards. What we will be exploring today, and I will say trigger warning because the topics at hand are very triggering. I do want to say that this was a heinous crime. This was premeditated, and everything here is alleged. This is speculation, and we are, just speculating and just trying to put the pieces together of what happened that day on October the 29th in Cabo, Mexico, with her 5 friends. Not to mention, her friends had come back to America, had come back to the had come back to the to the States, and went to her mother's house. Went to the mother's house, looked her mother dead in the face, and was not honest about what happened. There was a viral video that we will not share. It is very it shows Shanquella Robinson in a very vulnerable position. There was a lot of speculation of who actually initiated, who actually is responsible. I'm trying to load up this TikTok. This is going to be a TikTok of one of the gentlemen. This is one of her friend. His name is Nazir Wiggins. And give us one moment. So, okay, here we go.
I see that one of the news reporters went out to this girl's job when she got off work. Yes, exactly. They went to her job. So let's take a look at what happened during this encounter.
push for answers to the death of Shanquella Robinson tonight, only on WBTV News at 11. We take a journey trying to uncover why this Charlotte 25-year-old woman was found dead in Mexico. And that journey led us to High Point. WBTV's Brandon Hamilton has been breaking developments in this case since last month. He tracked down one of the people reportedly with her on that trip to Cabo. Brandon, did you talk to them? What did you find out?
Of course, it's taken me off to where one of those friends on their trip with Shanquella could be, Molly. And yes, so quickly, our goal was simply to ask what happened to Shanquella Robinson. From Charlotte to High Point, North Carolina, we're headed to High Point to find one of the friends of Shanquella Robinson. We received a tip on an address, so we'll see if she is willing to talk. The goal of this trip was to ask the one question that is being asked around the country. The death of this Charlotte 25-year-old has raised eyebrows nationwide. What we wanted to ask happened to Shanquella Robinson. WBTV photojournalist Noah Shun and I arrived in High Point around 4:30 on Monday afternoon to find one of the friends who was reportedly inside the hotel room with Shanquella in late October when this viral video was taken. A source said the reported friend would be leaving work around 5 p.m. I was also given a name which we're not repeating because no person around Shanquella has yet to be charged in the United States. We haven't talked to any of the friends. Their numbers have been either disconnected, no one's answering at their home addresses. So we just simply want to know again what happened to Shanquella. Right at 5 o'clock, a woman fitting her description walked out of a business. I then approached her, and again, we're blurring her face because no charges have been filed. This is how our conversation went. Hi, I'm work for WBTV. We're just trying to figure out what happened to Shanquella. Any comment? She closed her car door and then drove off without answering anything. And Molly, our entire conversation was no more than 10 seconds. Also today, the FBI told me its investigation continues. Now, this is separate from an investigation by Mexican authorities. The prosecutor there in Mexico has issued an arrest warrant for an unnamed friend on that trip. Molly.
Should they be out here living their best life? Should they be out here living comfortably? I already showed you guys what Mr. Nazir was doing. He out here living his best life too. I might as well go ahead and show that on this video because my other video was about 5, 6, 7 hours. But he out here living his best life also, waving around his little pistol, thinking he the best man in the world. And just these people out here just making a mockery out of this. This is not a game. This is not funny. They shouldn't be out here having fun while this young lady has lost her life. It's frustrating. And imagine the family, though, because they live in North Carolina, too, and they have to see this. Look at Nazir out here.
So, like I told you guys in the previous video.
Oh, my God. I feel like I'm about to be the only one that feels this way, and I don't care. But I don't think the Carolina Beat is right on the Shanquella Robinson story. And only on one part, like not, it could be several parts, but this one part that I really think, I believe the old dude, the birthday boy, I really believe he wasn't there. I'm gonna tell you why. I believe he wasn't there because when the fight happens, they had on pajamas. Like that fight happened early in the morning. I don't think they went to sleep that night because the bed don't look like it was slept in. And the girl either was getting in the shower or getting out the shower, but they still had on pajamas. And how the sun was hitting the wall, either the sun was like just like barely coming up, like it was coming up, like it was still, you could tell it was still early in the morning. It wasn't late in the afternoon, like around 3, where they said she died. Like I think that fight happened earlier that morning. And I believe the birthday boy, I trust him. I don't trust him because I don't know him, but I believe he wasn't there. I do believe that. Like I don't think he was there. Like, and if, let's say he got there, his flight did land at 11:30 a.m. Anybody who travels all the time, it takes us 20 minutes to even get off the plane. That's if you're not sitting in the front. We always got to wait on that old lady, grab her goddamn bags for us to get off the plane. And not even say, let's say we sit in the front and it took us like 10 minutes to get off the plane. And we got to walk to baggage claim. We got to wait for our bags. God forbid that comes quick. Let's say he was in the airport, getting off the plane and getting to his stuff and getting stuff that took an hour. And then answer him, find a taxi. Taxi trip to the villa, he said it was an hour. Let's say he was telling the truth, it was an hour. When you get on site, you got to check in, sign papers, do this, that, and there, which he had to do because we saw his signature. No, he said it wasn't his signature. He said they signed his thing for him. That's why his phone number wasn't on it because he didn't sign it himself. I believe he actually was not there when the fight happened. I do believe that part. I think the Carolina beat is wrong on that part. I really believe he wasn't there. I don't think that birthday boy came out here for that shit. I think he was telling the truth when he said, I came out here to ATV and this, that, and the third. I think he really did walk into some bullshit. I do really think that shit. I think he got there and the shit was just laid on his lap. Like, and like he was just like, the fuck. It's like, you know, like at this point you gotta roll with the punches. Like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck did y'all do?
See, and this is the thinking, oh, you got to roll with the punches. So you're just as complicit. So yes, he's guilty. Yes, he's guilty. She just answered her own situation. She just solved her own case. Like, seriously. She has solved her own case. Get into that part. But anywho, we're going to listen to some more. I just want to go through. We're going to keep Miss Shanquella Robinson memory alive and continue to keep pushing for Cabo 6, all of them to be arrested. Let's go.
Do what the fuck just happened? Like, I'm pretty sure he was just like, boosh, like beat the fuck up with all this news. I feel bad for that dude. Like, I really feel bad because if it was me and I watched this shit like.
The family of Shanquella Robinson is now suing the 6 people she was traveling with, as well as the Justice Department and the FBI.
This morning, Shanquella Robinson's family taking the FBI and the U.S. State Department to court in the mysterious death of the North Carolina woman. The newly filed lawsuit also naming the so-called Cabo 6 acquaintances who were vacationing with Robinson when she died in Mexico.
Those responsible for her murder have not been held accountable. The lack of justice serves as a painful reminder of the vulnerabilities faced by individuals, especially young Black women, when they seek adventure in unfamiliar places with unfamiliar faces.
The legal filing detailing multiple accusations, including wrongful death, conspiracy, and emotional distress.
It has been 2 years, and there's no reason that no one has not been arrested yet, and I need justice for my child.
Now get into that. Just imagine your child goes out on vacation. Her friends come back, give you this bogus story that's believable to you. But I don't know. It's just, things are just not adding up. Things are not really adding up, for real. Because we're going to get into some more testimony. I'm going to show y'all some footage of one of the guys that one of the girls were defending.
The evidence that leads to an arrest. They have a
Hey y'all, welcome back to another In Killing Color Crime Quickie, and this is another update on the Shanquella Robinson case. Now, I did get this picture from NCB because this is where I was able to get all the people that were involved in one picture. And I did notice some new things, and I just wanted to share those with y'all. So from what we are gathering and finding out, all 3 of the ladies were actually involved in the assault of Shanquella, all of them. Apparently, Winter grabbed her up, dropped her on her neck. Alyssa fought her as well after Dejanay fought her too. And the person who was like, at least fight back, Shanquella, that was Malik. Nazir was not there. And Cash just stood there like nothing. There was also a video posted. I saw it on Facebook and a couple other places. And it was Shanquella. She was walking around the villa looking for everybody. And everybody else was in a room in the back, and they were just chilling, having a conversation. And she comes in, the conversation stops, and you hear a little kiki and cackle, but it's like, was that the place where they were plotting to do all this? Because this was posted on Shanquella's page in her private friends, like, right before the incident, supposedly. And that's just, luckily now the Mexican police have gotten involved and the FBI is involved, and they are now charging this case as a homicide, which they named a femicide. And for those of you who don't know what a femicide is, that is a murder homicide directly to women because they are women. And in Mexico, they have a lot of femicide cases because there are a lot of murders and unalivings and things of women down there specifically. So hopefully soon we'll get to the bottom of this, get to the bottom of everything. I have some other stuff I'm going to post from a spiritual guy that I had listened to and spoke to, and she gave up some information, and it was like, okay, well, not hard to believe. So I'll post that for y'all, but yeah.
So let's get into it. When you talk about conspiracy theories and things like that, this is Nazir. This is Nazir, who she was speaking of. This is one of Shanquella Robinson's
website. Go to Cabo Villas and look at how big this is and what it looked like. Well, you're gonna see. So when I got there, she was in the game room. They told me she was not feeling good, so I instantly go to her, put on her side, get a bag, and all that. So I'm sitting right next to her the whole time. I was crossing my heart and hope it out. I was there the whole time in the game room, and then they was talking about cooking, so we made it to the living room. I put on some soft music, sitting with her, rubbing her head, just chilling, waiting till the nurse came, because that's what I was informed that was happening. At first I was told that it was a male coming and then a female showed up. So by that time, I skipped another thing. Quilla wasn't found dead. She wasn't found dead. The maids found her slumped over the toilet in her room. That's what they did find her, slumped over her toilet in her room. That's what I was told. Quilla was not dead when I got there. Yeah, boom. So it's like, so when I get in there, I go in, I see Quilla, I see she chilling, I put her on her side. I go out and make that video where I'm talking about I'm here, that I Quilla get up. I'm thinking like, damn, we got stuff to do. ATVs, a boat, dinner. I missed the chefs, I missed everything. Anyways, fuck that. So I'm like, damn, I'm thinking, Quilla, let's get up. I say that in the video. Everybody can hear it. Everybody knows. Everybody that know me heard me say the shit. That was my first video when I got there, or second, because I made a video of me pulling up to the villa, but he was cutting up the guy.
So, like I told you guys.
Yeah, but other than that, I did. Oh yeah, I know y'all probably asking that. When I walked in there, I didn't really notice the knot on her head until the nurse pointed it out. I did see the bump on her lip. She did have a blood vessel bust in her eye, and that's it. But I didn't really go in there like, damn, y'all jumped her, y'all beat her ass, what's going on? Like, cause they know, man, and nobody even told me about nothing. I was blind to everything. I'm literally in there giving her my all. Like, come on, girl, we was 2,000 miles away from home. 2,000 miles away from home. Don't nobody deserve this. Don't 50 more questions. Bro, why is y'all talking about a boy that y'all kill y'all friend? I wasn't there. I don't have those answers for you from Friday to 3 o'clock when I got to Cabo. I just don't have them answers. I posted my flight itinerary. When I got there, I can't make that up. I can't. I really don't know what else to do but show y'all fucking the real tickets if I could even find them when I landed and didn't land. But I could.
You know what? In this case, hey Norris Tony, how are you doing? In this case, I do feel like Nazir knew something about it. And once he saw that things were going strange and things did not look as the way that they were, that the people that hit that the other friends explained to him, I feel like he should have done a due diligence by getting up out of there. You get what I'm saying? Like, why wouldn't you just get up out of there? If this is not okay, you see something's wrong. They did this to your friend. The only thing it sounds like y'all did was try to escape up out of there. It's a lot, y'all. It is a lot. I feel like they're all guilty, each and every one of them. I feel like give me 1 second. Let's get into this. We're about to listen to a reading from Alexa Tyler.
Day with this bullshit, I ain't got time.
Okay, hold on. Hold on, y'all. 1 second.
Now, hold on.
All right, here we go.
I'm sorry, y'all. I had to check on my food. You know what? I'm glad, Grand Rising babies. I love all of y'all that love me, support me, and been donating to me. If you want me to call your name, when you give me a good donation, let me know, and I'll be glad to do it. Because y'all have been very nice to me in the past couple of days, and I thank you for the regular people that donate to me. Yes, come through. Yes, please, my students and everybody that love me, support me. Hi, Tia, Kyle. Hi. You know, that used to be my name, so I love Tia. I think it's a beautiful name in Spanish for auntie. You know, my Tia, my Tio. It's a beautiful name still, and I think it works well for other people. It just didn't work well for me. So I changed it to Alexis. But I when I see that name and I see Tia's come around me, I have a couple of Tia's. She has the exact name. There's a Tia Wilson on Facebook, and she's been following me for years, this one, she's a hair salon, and I see there are a lot of Tia Wilsons, and they come around me, and I see some of you in the chat. So I just want to let you know that, say hello. Whenever I see someone with my old name, I say hello. Let me put my Cash App in here. Hit my Cash App, bitch. Drop low, wiggly down on left cheek, right cheek. Click that ass and make it clap, goddammit. With no cap. Hit my Cash App, goddammit. Hi. Hey, everybody. I'm going to do a little bit. I love you too, Africa. Thank you. Shout out Eritrea. Shout out Ethiopia. Shout out LA. Dirty South meets LA. King Nip, Queen Drip. Shanquella Robinson. Sweet baby. My other sweet little baby now. Ganika. Oh boy. You know what? I'm going to tell you something that I don't want to tell you. So first of all, let me say, my name is Alexis K. Tyler. I'm a psychic medium. I speak to those that are physically dead yet still alive, that move between here and the crossroads and come back from the other side to pass their messages to me, their loved ones, and anybody, the world, that they want to know their messages. I'm also a tarot reader, and I'm a medical intuitive. So that means I see things, medical things, on a spiritual level and read body parts. I do this in public, and I have private clients. I do private readings, not for free, bitch. Okay? You gonna hit that goddamn Cash App. You gonna hit that motherfucking Zelle, that motherfucking PayPal. Don't call me with that bullshit. Don't email me. Don't put it in the motherfucking comments. Oh, I want to read a free, bitch. I don't do them for donation. No, there's a set donation for that. There are 15-minute readings, 30-minute readings, even 45-minute, an hour. But don't expect all of that info, because I'm changing my structure on that. So there's a basic reading price, but then you want me to deal with murders and sicknesses and diseases. There's another price for that. I'm not gonna spend any more of my hard-earned time, energy, and talent giving it away, because I think I've proved enough what I'm about. And if I'm real or not, bitch. Is it live or Memorex, bitch? Is it that goddamn bubble gum, bitch? Or is it that juicy fruit? Juicy, you know very well who you are. Yeah, bitch. I got that juicy fruit, bitch. That OG juicy fruit, bitch. Huh. So don't email me playing with me, trying to play no games. Think you finna get a private reading from me on the phone for free, bitch. Nah. Let me get into this shit. I'm gonna go just straight out to this shit. And let me say right now, allegedly in the spirit, but I know it ain't. And drip or drown, T. Jefferson. You know you drip or drown, goddammit. Because we the goddamn K9 crew over here. We don't play that motherfucking shit. We the goddamn Black Panthers in this motherfucker. And we the goddamn Pumas. We the real Pumas in this motherfucker. We will drag that ass and you will drown, bitch, if you refuse to drown. If you refuse to accept drip, Empress drip, Queen drip, Supreme drip, Mother, Goddess drip, you will get drowned, bitch. Fucking with us. And the VIP crew, bitch. We don't play that shit. That's right, Juicy, honey. That's right, Kimberly. Thank you, baby. Thank you, Sheila. I'm sorry. I'm country. I know y'all hate it, and I do like the way, so I do not like the way that sound, that country drop. Sheila. Hell not Sheila. Sheila. Remember that Ready for the World? Oh, Sheila. Tell that nigga the next time don't call you Sheila. Sheila, bitch. Okay. Put my cash app in here. Look, let me get straight to the shit. Somebody need to tell, goddammit, Shanquella mama, goddammit. What her name? Solomon. Tell her don't trust that goddammit nigga. That bitch nigga, that nigga bitch. That church sissy. Excuse me, Lord. That's a church sissy, goddammit. Fat and juicy, goddammit. Rooted to the fresh and fruity, goddammit, in his boot. Tell her don't trust that motherfucker. That what that is, that do that goddammit newspaper. Or that online article. Or that, what his name? Goddamn, what's the name of that newspaper? Because, see, y'all shouldn't have came over here fucking with me this morning. Mention him, because see, I didn't see his face, goddammit. I heard his voice like a week or so ago when he reporting from North Carolina, the North Carolina beat. Tell Salamander, I got to whatever her name is, tell y'all shouldn't have came over here with that shit today because she started shaking. Shanquella started shaking. When I went and looked up his picture, because I heard his voice and I felt that's a church sister right now. When I heard his voice, goddammit, about a week or so ago, talking about, because I'm a PK, I'm a preacher's kid, so I grew up around him. I know when I see it. And I see he do have a spirit of discernment. He got anointing on him, not unknown. He got anointing on him. He's a country church sister. I see it. I see it in the spirit. See, didn't I tell y'all, where people want to talk about, I'm a liar, I'm crazy, I don't know what I'm talking about. Didn't I tell y'all seen some bisexuals and goddammit homosexuals? Yeah, Salamander. What her mama name is? Salamander? Salamando? Somebody need to warn her, goddammit mama, don't trust his motherfucking ass going around here sucking dick, lying, setting niggas up, fucking married men, older men's Jesus in the spirit. That's what I'm saying in the spirit, Lord. And then bribing them and getting shit on them and setting their motherfucking ass up. Real dirty, real treacherous, real backstabbing. Didn't I tell y'all the other day it was corruption tied into that other man's post that I told him he was on the low? You keep it on the down low. Whoa. You know what, goddammit, R. Kelly and Rhonda Island. Nobody has to know about my booty hole. Yeah, that she did not tell y'all that one supposed to be her best friend with that bill is friends with that one right there on the NCB. He know all of them. They all download together, extort folks together, sell dope, get people on dope, do it with them, lay up with them. Tutti frutti, rich and fresh and fruity. Cherry, banana, and blueberries in the booty. See, this is what I'm trying to tell you. He knew about that shit before that shit happened, before we know that shit. He know they were going to go over there and do that shit to that girl over there because he with that shit that they motherfucking with. They gave him that footage. He might even heard it right after they was doing that shit, or why they did that shit to that girl, gave him the motherfucking copy to extort and set her up and set other motherfuckers up. When I seen his face, Shanquella started shaking, and she took me to this field. Wherever he from, I don't know if they're from the same place in North Carolina. It was a field, like it was cold, like towards the wintertime. He had something to do with taking a man out there. It's a group of rogue church sissies. It's a group of rogue sisters up there in the church, work in them restaurants up there, fix some hamburgers at Hardee's with them tater tots on the side, goddammit, work in them fucking buildings, to go up there in them office buildings, to get close to people with money, banks, get credit card. He tied into credit card fraud, mortician, funeral home, lawyers, doctors, especially men he can get to in the church, the choir directors, a whole group of them in that church. Goddammit, he be moving around from church to church, a whole network of church sisters, man, that go around here sucking. So y'all shouldn't have did this to me. You shouldn't have died. Look, sucking dick, telling lies, moving outside of North Carolina from Atlanta to New York, LA, different places, moving around inside these church networks. A lot of these church men is also lawyers, doctors, politicians, deal with newspaper articles. It's so much, Jesus. It's so much, Lord. Why should I feel discouraged? See, Lord, you say your eye on the sparrow. I need your eye on the sparrow right here. Why? Because just growl in the church. I know. I need your eye on me. I'm the sparrow because I am trying not to release this sweet tea. Huh? Like the Gap Band, they done dropped a bomb on me. Shanquella, messy, young ass Kanika, I'm sorry, Kanika, goddamn it. And Nipsey, they done got together, went over there and dived on them church sisters up there and said that he is tied to that one with the beard. He undercover dudes men's and let men's do him and put their mouth on his thing. Dang-a-lang-a-lang-a-lang. Yeah, I'm just saying ring-a-ling-a-ling and dang-a-lang for Christmas, goddamn it. Huh? That's what they do. Said that man is dirty as hell and a compulsive liar. Set people up, get close to the men, especially if they with women, then get mad because they with a woman and said that you hiding your gayness and you up here messing with me, think you finna trick me and set me up. You gonna give me some money. I'm a motherfucking get out here in public. I'm gonna tell your wife. I'm gonna extort you. I'm gonna tell other people in public. You don't want the community to know you gay or you undercover mess with young boys and little. And you gonna give me my money. And they travel around doing that dirty shit like that down in, he said, Atlanta, North Carolina, Atlanta, South Carolina, and them gay clubs down here and them businessmen. And said, and when oh, Jesus, see, I don't want to tell this. This man dirty as hell, dirty as hell, dirty as hell. The police need to look at him as a suspect or as a co-conspirator along with the Cabo 6. This man is down with them damn sisters and the Cabo 6. I'm telling you, and he knew Shanquella because her whole body said, her whole body started shaking. Just a few minutes ago when I seen this picture, shaking. She showed me dead peoples around him. People that physically lost their life fucking with him. And women that got hurt and set up fucking with him. I don't know why I'm getting this in the spirit. Like I said, look, I'm making this up, all right? I'm reading you a nasty, spooky bedtime story in the daytime. That's all this is. This is for entertainment purposes only. Didn't I tell you I seen them bisexuals and homosexuals tied up in this here? He got blood on him. When Shanquella, when I looked at his mouth, she started showing me these maggots and blood coming out of his mouth. Dead people blood from down in a funeral home, and when a corpse is rotting, he knows about it. He knows about other murders and people don't set people up because he know them, and he was tied in the extortion and setting people up. That's what she said in the spirit. When I looked at his mouth, I seen all these baby maggots, these white maggots start crawling out of his lip. I looked at his picture and seen it, and I've seen dead blood running off his face. He's a real messy, treacherous homosexual. He hate women. He don't really like Shanquella. I see if he knew her, he wanted to be her. He is tied. He's connected to this shit because they done people like this before. And another thing I'm finna say, I'm definitely finna say alleged because I do not know. He is tied to people, professional people, and people in them circles with STDs, HIV, and the medicines. She said he took somebody's medicine and took the real pills out dirty, and switched them with some candy and shit, like some stuff that really ain't gonna work, like a placebo, just to get back at them and watch them take that shit and then go through their pocketbook, their wallet, gonna give them some kind of date rate. God damn, this is so dirty what I'm saying about this person. This is so low down as hell what I'm saying about this person. That's why I said it's alleged. I'm just making it up. I don't know. But that's what Shanquella told me. Kanika went in there looking through that man's shit. Nipsey, all three of them over there. Where they from? And went up there in a field. Some of us a cornfield or vegetables ever growed out there in that field. She showed me this one right here. This NC beat one got something to do with murders and tied to me. Somebody was left outside or took outside down on a dirt road or down on a country road and left out there and robbed and stripped. Nigga, you ain't gonna tell who we did it, that we did it, because you don't want your wife to know that you suck dick or you like men sucking all on your thing, see, and your dang-a-lang, goddamn it. Then you go up there on Sunday and make that church bell ring. Go in there, steal people's shit, get their credit card, get their bank, go through their shit when they end up on that date rape drug, high and knock the fuck out, and go through there and get them people checkbook, their credit card, their address. Bitch, I know where you live at, oh undercover ass fag motherfucker. You don't want your wife, your church, your community, your bank, your doctor's office, and police and shit to know. Then messing with some police too. He said they undercover on the meds. Them preachers and choir directors undercover on the meds. Some of the lawyers and doctors is undercover on the meds. He know because he messed with them. He need to go to the doctor himself. If y'all sleeping with that man in the spirit, excuse me, that fat girl, honey, that big titty girl, honey, y'all better go and get yourself checked, because he might be doing it on purpose in the spirit. That's what I'm saying. The spirit, he dirty enough to do that shit in the spirit. Lord, I hate it. Like I say, I hate it. He's undercover. That man is not straight from what I see in the spirit, Monique. Now, you know that I like for y'all to go prove me wrong here. So if I'm wrong, go find his children, his girlfriend, or his wife. Go find it for me, because y'all are very good and y'all are very intelligent. Y'all like to go find things for me, because I really will apologize about this. And I'm willing to be wrong to say somebody so dirty as hell as him. He's a sociopath, a compulsive liar. He's very creative, very intelligent, very creative, but has a diabolical mind. Also a sociopath, a narcissist, and a psychopath. He will blame all of his problems on other people. Well, I did this because, you know, if I was born and had some money and had opportunities to open to me, then I know my birthday's tomorrow, baby. I wouldn't have to do this, or I wouldn't set him up. And then he gets very enraged. He got a real bad secret temper. Very vindictive, very like an ice pick ass temper. Rather kill a motherfucking nigga. You gonna sit here and use me and tricks me and take advantage of me, and now you don't want to be seen out with me in public. You gonna sneak around and fuck with me and get on these chat lines, and you think you ain't gonna give me. I need some money, goddamn. Oh, you ain't gonna give it to me? Okay. Well, you know, I've been to your house, and even if I didn't, I know your address. What? You know my address? Yeah, fake, sophisticated ass motherfucking nigga. Acting like you so prim and proper and better than me and better than everybody else with your degrees and shit. Why don't I tell them you like to suck little boys' dicks and young boys' dicks, goddammit? Huh? Why don't you do your wife know that? Your mama-in-law, your dad-in-law, your mama know that? But then again, you was deviant when you was little. So you gonna give me this, you gonna give me that check, you gonna get to me today. And you're going to deposit that. And if you don't, then I'm going to let the whole world know, and you take meds. See, that's what I'm getting about this guy. And I keep seeing that one that's supposed to be Shanquella's best friend is with that beard. He know him. They done did shit like this before and set folks up. Thank you, Crystal. They done extorted men. They done extorted women, or have had women jumped on and some tied to some clubs. So I wonder, was it somewhere up there? Shanquella with her best friends went to clubs up there, hanging out there where it's gay and straight and bisexual, where they target certain women. She was targeted by her friends, and this one right here that knows it. Now, y'all prove to me that he don't know them. And I'll come back and I'll take this back. Because what I'm saying is really low down and nasty what's coming out my mouth. And I want to ask the Lord to forgive me for what's coming out of my mouth, but I'm not going to ask the Lord to forgive me for what the fuck I'm saying until you all go out and prove that I'm lying and I'm seeing it wrong in the spirit about him.
Okay, so allegedly in the spirit, what Alexis is saying, that the guy from the North Carolina beat, his name, what is his name? I don't know his name, but there's a guy that works over there at the North Carolina beat. She's saying that he's associated with Dejanay Jackson. There is some type of connection. They know each other, allegedly, in the spirit. So just to give you guys a little heads up. Shout out to the Royals that have stopped by. We have Norris Tony out there making things happen. You have Jay Rip Adversary in the building. Shout out to you. Thank you for coming by. And Chosen by Yahuwah. Thank you so much for coming by. Please make sure you hit the like and also share. Let's get into it.
Yeah, that's a messy ass woman inside of a man's body. You hear me? A dirty, low down cutthroat. He really want to get a sex change, and that's what he should do. Instead of going around here doing the stuff you doing and lying, because you getting money, but you probably make more if you got with men who really like to appear that they with a woman. Now, like I said, I will take all of this back today, tomorrow. Whenever y'all find this out that I'm wrong, I'm saying he's a backstab and stab you in your back, between your spinal cord to break your bone. A ice pick wheeling church sister. That's what I said. And I want you to prove me wrong, okay? Because this is real filth. What I have said about this person that I've seen in the spirit, it's alleged. I cannot prove it. I don't know. I might have been around them, but they went over there and did it. They went over there and told me this. Shanquella told me, Kanika told me, and Nipsey told me, and it's another dark-skinned man. Because remember, I told y'all in a couple of readings back, I kept seeing somebody else attached to this that deal with extortion and somebody dead behind this, and it was a dark-skinned person. It's him. It's him. It's him. At least that's what they're telling me in the spirit realm. It's him. He's attached to this shit. And people telling me I'm wrong and nobody gay in this about. Yes, it is. Him from the NCB and her friend over there. Supposed to be her best friend with that beard. Somebody said he definitely know them because he put out that one of the dudes was setting dudes up and snitching on them. Yes, I've seen he got arrested, but what I'm trying to tell you, he know them Cabo 6. And then they say he know one of them that got a baby. And I wonder, is that gonzo ass nose bitch that hit her first, goddamn it, and snatched that damn wig off, look like a nigga by the head. He know one of them women's over there that got a baby. So I wonder, is more than one of them got a baby? Or is it gonzo, goddamn it? Is it Mr. Ed with a damn wig on and that gap in her damn teeth that hit her, damn it? What her name? Shanquella, not Shanquella, but Dejanay, goddamn it ass. He know her. You see, they try. Wonder have they caught her stinking ass yet? Because she's trying to hide and move away from this with that baby. If one of them have a baby, is that her? The Dejanay? The one that got a child? Because one of them involved in this got a child. And trying to move away from this, but the law ain't going nowhere on this shit. They need to look at not just some Cabo 6, but they friends and associates. So not associates, goddamn it, associates, goddamn it, who they associate with, as them old folks say down here, because they tied to it. Him is tied to this, doing that to that girl. Now, he didn't do it direct, goddamn it, but the nigga was dead down in the shit for some money and fame and fortune and opportunity. He's a con man woman, goddamn it. I'm every woman, it all in me. Anything you want done, baby, suck it naturally. Whoa, whoa, ow. He's Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan. Let me rock it, wanna do. I wanna rock it, this all I wanna do. Shaka Khan. And I feel for you. Yeah, he feel for you. Feel for a bitch so much he'll set a bitch up because he don't like women. Now, like I said, you know what? I'm gonna ask for it. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Lord, forgive me for the fuck shit I done said this Saturday morning, like, a day for my birthday. God damn it. Sunday, goddamn it, tomorrow, November 27th, goddamn it, sad season, and it's a motherfucking bitch. And I am the archer, bitch. I am the half, goddamn it, beast and half nigga, bitch. I done pulled my bow and arrow and I'm shooting, bitch, and I ain't missing, goddamn it. I'm hitting the target, and I forgive me, Lord, because that stuff right there, I should not have said. But again, y'all, go out. Prove what I have just said, the filth, because it's filth, pure filth. I can admit it. Even though it came off my tongue, it was filth came out my mouth, and I'm willing to take it back. Because I don't want what I said to be true, but I trust it. I believe I seen Shanquella. I see, you know him. She started shaking. She said he do dirty shit and treacherous shit and backstabbing shit to men all the time. And he will set up a woman because he wants to be one. He hates them. He set them up too. He said he knew what she was shaking. He knew what they did to me. That's why I came on here. I don't want to be on here right now. I'm trying to spend some time to myself for my birthday and get pretty for my birthday. God damn it. And she said it. All three of them said it. All three of them. Kanika, Nip, and Shanquella. All three of them. There's another man keep coming around him. I keep seeing another man. I told y'all, ain't no with Kanika or somebody else. He's dead. He laying down there on the goddamn ground up there. And he said that man had something to do with, and a woman. So it's a group of them. Some of them even straight dirty bitches that do stuff like this on the woman's side, help con the woman's side, and don't deal with gay men and transsexual. They don't deal with them. So they'll send a woman on their side to set a bitch up and pick a bitch pocket and get her out and get a date rate, get her drunk. Some bulldaggers, goddammit. Bulldaggers and bisexual women that set niggas up that be with them and run cons on niggas and get them in them hotel. Why am I seeing this from North Carolina, South Carolina to Atlanta? Also tied up, not just with date rape, drug, but with that PrEP. Taking that PrEP and that HIV shot and medication. And they undercover spreading it, and then they'll tell somebody they got it. Oh, well, I know you don't want me to get in touch with your wife because, I'm taking PrEP and will tell them that they're HIV positive. Now, you need to go get your test because I don't let you let them lay up with their wife or lay up with their man. Let a man lay up with a man. Let a woman lay up with a man. These women do it to these men too, and then tell them they taking PrEP or they got another disease, or let them like for maybe a month or so lay up with their husband or their wife. The man lay up with his husband and boyfriend. The woman lay up with her husband and boyfriend. Or if they bisexual, be in no groups of men and women, then tell them they got that shit and they taking that med. You better go to the doctor and get checked to see if you got it, bitch, because you're going to need some medicine too. And then, they get scared and nervous and they don't want their profession and nobody to know. And especially they got license and beauticians and doctors and teachers and all that shit fucking around like that. And then carry them. Now, I know you don't want me to tell your wife or your husband that you've been fucking on me and I've been sucking on you without a rubber and you fucked me all in my ass. So I need $10,000. You're going to send 5 over here and I'm going to have my girl come up there and you're going to meet them in the office like they got a business appointment to talk to you about some legal shit and you're going to get them in an envelope, bitch. Or, I'm going to put it out there, even if it's a rumor and you really don't have that shit, it's going to still fuck you up with a lot of people because it's been rumored that you got that package, motherfucker. And down here in Atlanta, you know what? God, forgive me again. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, that will be done on earth as is, because I don't want to be a liar. This shit is heartbreaking, what I'm telling y'all. But at the same time, I don't want to lie on anybody. Because this is disgusting what I'm saying. And he is dead in the middle of it. And again, I can't prove it physically. But if it's true, somebody knows what I'm talking about here. It's some other hidden extortion and murder and robbery and rape and 10 motherfuckers. You know what? I'm not saying no more. I ain't saying no more because y'all gonna have to hit my cash app. This shit's so goddamn messy and low down, honey. I'm not going to stay on this too long. This is my first time looking at this. I've been watching this story. It's absolutely disgusting to me. It makes me sick on my stomach. I hope everybody in this goes to prison and spend the rest of their living life in prison for what they did to that girl. Took her to, all of these supposed to be friends, took her to Mexico, beat her to death, killed her. And now the video, they actually filmed their handiwork. The video is viral. The news has made it viral. The people have made it viral. It's outrage. I'm outraged. I'm pissed. I cannot believe they did that girl like that. Only 25 years old, a braider, very successful at her own business. And I was talking to her this morning. She's very upset about what happened to her. And you know what? I don't know if I'm going to look at this further and come back because it's a little bit confusing to me because I haven't spent any time on it. I just looked at it when she came in here and I heard and I felt like the past couple of days, I knew I had a lot of company in here. I didn't know who all they were. I felt something. Every time I go downstairs, it felt very cold. I knew Nipsey was here. I know his grandma was here. I knew they were speaking. I know she brought relatives in here. But I knew there were people here I did not know. I weren't sure were the relatives, and I heard noises and clicking sounds. That would make sense because are you sure she was pregnant, Maisha? Because I saw somebody was a mother or somebody was pregnant, getting ready to become a mother. And that's what made me wonder. I was going to ask y'all to find out, was any of the women in there pregnant or already were mothers and had children? Let me know, were there any other women in there that already have children or that were pregnant that we might not know about? It's probably going to come out. Or was it her? Because she was considered one of the ones that was sexy, very attractive. And see, this is what's getting to me that I'm not quite understanding because it's new to me. I see gang violence here. There was a gang leader over this, the man that was over this. And I wondered, did she have a boyfriend? Was she living with a boyfriend who was asking about her or acting like, I don't know, he was trying to find her, wonder what happened to her? I wondered, did she live with anyone? Because I see a boyfriend, but at the same time, I looked at the picture and I seen, if it's not the boyfriend that did this or has something to do with this, there's another man that is obsessed, or maybe both of them could be attached to her and very obsessed with her. The one that did the killing, I'm saying that set it up, is male. This is not a female that set this up. I saw 3 females celebrating this. The 3 females were involved in it, but they are not the leaders. The ringleader is male. There's a male that was an old friend of hers, possibly a childhood friend. I knew her when she was very young. This is tied to this friend. That's a childhood friend that they loved each other, but it also is tied to 2 camps fucking and 2 fights here. 2 to 3 fights here. Somebody in that whole group, they fucking each other. There's women's fucking women's fucking men's fucking men's, and men's fucking women's and men. Like they have, and some of these people in this group are bisexual, gay men. Somebody look like they're a man, but trying to become a woman and taking meds here. That's why I don't want to go into this shit. That's why I don't like to go into shit. Whenever I start to look at something, I see shit like this, I said, you know what? Maybe I don't know what the fuck I'm seeing, and I need to back away and leave this shit alone, because this shit wild in the motherfucker. They fucking, and it's a lot of hatred and rage and jealousy and competition. Somebody's pregnant here, and somebody had an abortion, and it looked like somebody else may be newer pregnant. Like somebody's further along. It's a new pregnancy. It's a pregnancy that was a little bit older, a few months older. And this created a lot of rage, competition, jealousy, and conflict to the point that they planned this. And this nigga, because this group was fighting, and it was also about money. Some of these women, one of these men got paid to do that to that girl, to beat that girl and want to rise up, and also jealous and mad because she had money of her own and somebody wanted to take it. And I see it's this nigga. And it also makes me wonder, what is niggas? Somebody had an insurance policy on her. I wonder, one of these guys, or was she living with someone that had an insurance policy on her and acted like they also happy in love? But it was 2 men here. One of them set up the murder with the jealous women, the 3 main women. And it was a whole group of them. All of them fought and argued all of the time with jealousy, competition, trying to get money off somebody, to take money, and arguing, fight, and fucking. It's a lot of gay and bisexual lovers in this thing. I wonder, this guy that set up the murder, was he obsessed with her because he wanted to be her and be a woman and wanted to hurt her, kill her because he could not be with her? And it's also said he wanted money from her, money and business. So I wonder, was he also a business partner? Was the guy, if she has a boyfriend that lived in the house with her, I don't know who she lived in the house with, but one of these is male. I wonder, were they involved in giving her money, making money with her, had an insurance policy on her, was obsessed with her, and was the other one also that was with her that seemed gay to me, or bisexual, because he messing with a man in that group? And it makes me wonder, it also showed me 2 men beat her. Now, that's where it gets confusing to me, okay? Because more than one person beat her up. This wasn't even a fight. I'm not going to even call this a fight, because fight somebody, at least you try to get your licks in. This girl would not defend herself, would not fight. And so it was really like an open assault, a brutal assault, where you basically beat someone to death. And it was so much intensity or rage. And I'm telling you, this is around pussy, dick, and money. Also, some of them are involved in gang activity, sexual obsession, and deviancy, having group sex and orgy sex, and drug addicts on drugs and drug sales. These 3 things together always make a volatile cocktail that a lot of times lead to extreme jealousy, competition, and somebody getting murdered. They took all their rage out on that girl, and then the others sat by and watched the shit, because a lot of them fucking each other. See, that's what and I'm wondering, okay, now this takes me to another thing, because I don't know how much footage is out here. I'm sure I didn't see it all. Either that was a woman that took the wig off and was beating that girl, or that was a goddammit man in transition. Or that was a woman that you could tell was extremely enraged and jealous and doing this to impress the niggas. One of the niggas had the camera, and there was a man that also 2 men. One rushed in and started the attack, and one rushed out. And then one was emotionally involved with her. What? So see, do you see why I said I don't want to touch this? Because this would take a lot of time for me to, because there's so many moving parts here. And I'm telling you from what I'm seeing, this is competition. They had been fighting before they planned the trip and paid, because they was fucking and fighting wherever they lived at, on the phone, on the text, in person, and then fucking. Getting high, getting drunk. Some of these are gangbangers. And there's the leader over this that orchestrated the murder. So see, now I'm confused again, because I'm wondering, this girl, was she involved? Was she a gang member? Was she involved with gang members, gangbangers, drug dealers, drug addicts, and sexual groups? Was she in a group sex relationship? Was she a one-on-one relationship? You see what I'm saying? Was she fucking someone in this group? Because this is about dick, pussy, pregnancy, drug, sexual addictions, and obsessions with her, and feeling like they're competing with her. Such rage, but also a man. A couple of, it's about 2 or 3 men. Let me see here. There are 2 older men here that's also involved, and she's telling me somebody that was there, or an employee or something, heard it, but don't want to get involved. The other people heard it and seen it. And when she came here this morning, she was screaming. She was crying. And I said, Lord, I can't do this morning, because then I'll cry when I'm doing the reading, and she come in here naked. So it makes me wonder, did you take her clothes off because, did she take them off? Y'all was fucking, or she was gonna fuck some nigga she was down there with, and she was cheating. I wonder, was she cheating? If she has a boyfriend, was she cheating on her boyfriend? Because it shows that they were involved in this kind of thing, but then it was casual. We just hook up, we get high, drunk, we friends, we're gonna keep this all in the family. And then this went another way, and it went too far, because all these people didn't like her anyway. Some of these guys want to be her, because I see some homosexuals here and some bisexuals, they sleep with the same men's. And she clearly didn't know it was that deep, because I'm sure she wouldn't willingly go to her own death. But it looked like this girl had done something to her before and had fought her, because she was too timid and too frightened, to the point she just wanted them to love her and be her friend and leave her alone. And they wouldn't do that. So instead of her standing up for herself and learning how to fight, or any other women and men going that day, this was a sacrifice. And in the moon cards I showed, somebody did black magic and was getting readings on her. They had focused on this, took the time on this. They talked to each other, because everybody knew. Everybody in the group at this time, I don't see beat her, but everybody in the group knew. And the ones that are not talking, it's not because all of them participated, it's because they don't want to tell on their friends, and they don't want to be charged and implicated. But all of them need to spend the rest of their life in jail, or get the death penalty the same way they did it to her. None of them should get away with this. That's so sick what they did to that baby. I was talking to somebody about, I call her BB. To me, a black Barbie. She looks just like a black Barbie doll. Gorgeous, looks just like a baby doll. It looks just like a doll to me. She looks like a Barbie with a tan. Her face, her features are beautiful. And I was like, that girl didn't bother nobody, but she clearly got involved with the wrong people she thought was her friends. And there was a sexual relationship somewhere with this. And I hope it comes out. And when she was talking to me and she was screaming. And I'm listening. And I said, what happened? And she said that what I just told you all, the guys, and she didn't see it. But although, thank you. But yet she did see it, because they were fighting, and she had issues with her boyfriend. That's what I'm saying. Did she live with a man? Because it was 2 men she was in between, and she liked to know. And this young guy that was there really liked her. There was a guy on the trip that they had a little thing. He didn't do it. The other ones, these were 2 older ones. So I wonder, is there anybody older than her, even if it's just about 6 months or a year, or they seem older and more mature, and one of them is a kingpin? He's the one that ordered this and sat back and watched it. They also sell drugs and is very violent and put hits out on people. He wanted her beat up and killed. This was somebody supposed to be a close friend to her, and he was lovers with one of the men's in there, like I said. And the man that run his mouth and talked, he was fucking somebody else in there. And then they called themselves, When she was sitting, she came in here and started talking to me. She walked in here naked. And I said, baby, Quilla, talk to me. What happened, baby? What? Did you do something? She said, no. They didn't like me. I was trying to be their friend. That girl had done that to me before. The other girls had done it and let it happen to me before. So she clearly was just a baby that was a victim. I don't know what her childhood was like, but she wasn't, maybe it hadn't kicked in. She wasn't a fighter. She was just like an angelic being, in a lot of ways, a higher vibration being that didn't want to come here and start mess. She wasn't messy. That's not what this was about. This was about some men and women pussy and dick stuff. and money. Somebody want to take her money, or I wonder, was anybody in it that also, or that man was in it, invested in her business? Or was it the man at home invested in her business or worked with her? The guy that was there that I saw ordered, it was a man ordered this. The two women, I'm telling you from what I'm seeing, I'm willing to be wrong. They did not say, let's get her on a trip and do this, even though they did say it. What allowed them to say it and go over it that they looked up to was a nigga. A dirty ass nigga is the one that gave, this is what I want you to do for me. Very dangerous man, has done this before. Supposed to be some type of kingpin on the street and a gangbanger. This is, for some reason, this is what I'm seeing. I'm just wondering who these two men, either one living with her and it was a part of her business, or maybe gave her money to invest in the business, or that one she was on a trip, was that supposed to be her longtime friend? Was he also in her shop helping to run her business or invest in her business? Because this was also like a murder plot for hire. Threefold here. Also to benefit and want to get in her business and get her money. And they trapped her. They trapped her in here and overkilled her. This is what this is. Because that's what they wanted to do. And one of them had been drinking first, drinking and getting high. She knew she was going to kill that girl if the girl didn't defend herself. And somebody in here's two-faced it. They're talking right now in that camp with them, and they're going to tell someone else, and they're getting paid. They got paid to help do this and set this shit up. And this girl is leaking all in the inside. She told me she couldn't think. She said she became brain dead, like went into a coma. Her insides were convulsing. Even if the outside wouldn't move, she couldn't really think and move. All she could do was lay there. She said she was paralyzed, almost paralyzed. And then she started standing here beside me vomiting. And I said, baby, why are you vomiting? She said, I vomited because I couldn't control my body. She said, I had brain damage. They hit me in the part of my head. She said, where she couldn't stand up, she couldn't walk and talk. And then her brain started to leak. She said her bones around the muscle parts inside were cracked and broken. They started to leak. It was leaking all inside of this girl's body. Internal bleeding. And she said it was hidden on her pussy and her stomach. So if you're kicked, you see that? It was the head, the face, which shows extreme rage and jealousy around this girl's beauty. And her money and the fact that somebody was fucking her, that was fucking this girl, that beat her up, that looks like a straight alley cat. She shouldn't even hang with no bitches like this. Because those are the types that will do it to you, while the other ones watch. It was, she did that in the face and the back of the head. That shows me jealousy. Jealous of the girl's looks and her energy. She has a sweet angelic energy, but she wouldn't defend what God gave her. She hitting her the neck, and then it's parts we don't see. You're hitting her in the back. She said she said they stood on her chest, stood in her stomach, stood on her chest, turned up, kicked in the back, stood, walked on and jumped on and stomped her in the back. This makes me, somebody stood on this girl. If I'm interpreting what she said, stood on her chest like to crack her bones, stood on her back to crack her back and was stomping and kicking her. And then she says a man came in and he seems gay to me. Held her up and they were kicking her in the back, picking her up, slamming her, and then a woman was doing it. From what I'm trying to tell you, it looks like the little bit that I heard her say to me, they were double teaming and taking turns on her. It wasn't what she said, and somebody literally, she's showing me a person standing on her chest while she's laying on her back. And then they sit her up and move her around. A guy sits her up, kick her. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Why would a man tell the lady to do that? Because they're all grown. And then he's holding her. She's got her arms up like by the elbows, lifting them up. And this lady's kicking her in the stomach and the pussy. So and then the like chest, and then lay down just, in a rage, just stands on her. Like trying to break all her fucking bones. And then go down and smash up all her soft organs when you broke the bones. And I'm just like, okay. Somebody goes for the vagina and your stomach, that's tied to sex and pregnancy. Or you're trying to terminate a pregnancy because you think this girl is pregnant. And whoever's pregnant by raping you because you fucking them too, or both of y'all. Lord have mercy. You see what I'm saying here? I could be getting all of this wrong. So that's why, the first time I started trying to look at this morning, and then as she was coming in here, this stuff that she was saying, and I was starting to cry, and I'm like, I want to get on there while I was really, really feeling her ear, because she was crying, and my whole body was cold, and I was shaking, and she was vomiting for me. And I said, I can't get on the phone like this because I'm going to break down like I did the other night trying to repeat what Granny was saying. And that's when she told me, she said, they're not telling you I threw up. And it looked like she might have threw up one time. She said, because I was having brain damage. And she said it was so much swelling on the brain that she was also going into a coma. She said, but I was alive. I was still alive. I could hear. And she said she started seizing because she's showing me that her fingers, they started to move, but it was like they were going back and forth real fast. And then a couple of them might move and then another one's not moving. They go in different directions. She said I was seizing on the inside of my brain. So my fingers were moving involuntarily, but I couldn't move. I couldn't walk. So my eyes were closed. She said it was so much swelling on the brain that it was a thick layer of fluid starting to come up there from her spinal cord. She said the cracks in it and the central nervous system damage and her brain damage that she said I was still breathing after they did this. And she said it was knocking my head back. The way she was sitting there was knocking her body backwards and down, like backwards, like lay back out and then get up, grabbing her, pulling her up, slamming her. And then a guy jumped in it. And then they started, what is this? Grabbing her, like with your, you know how you get behind somebody in the wrestling move and you put them in a headlock and you put your hand backwards like that, like you choking them or trying to twist their neck, twisting and break their neck. But I'm hearing in her mind, I really wanted to string this bitch up, like leave this bitch lynched up from the ceiling. But she didn't have, make it look like somebody hung themselves and have her dangling like that, broke her neck like that, but she didn't have it set up like that. And it's like, well, for some reason, her and these guys, a couple of girls, but I see three of them, three women's and three men's. But the ringleader watched it at the orchestrator, but it was two men's that orchestrated and watched it. But one is a more powerful gang leader, drug dealer than the other one, and people are scared of him and do what he say for money. They were watching this and cheering this on. And for some reason, they wanted to humiliate this girl. Men's and women wanted to beat her, like they took her clothes off, but she had a beautiful body, so you couldn't humiliate her like that. That was the reason, one of the main reasons for the anger and the rage. You want my man, bitch. You want to fuck my man. You want to fuck my woman, bitch. You think you pregnant for have this baby by my man. You fucking my man, bitch. You doing this. Okay, now I'm really let it out, bitch. I'm let on you because you can't go home. You can't call your motherfucking mammy. You can't drive nowhere, bitch. Remember this, remember that. Bam. And then this guy's like, yeah, bitch, and this gay guy, a couple of them was jealous of it too, because they fucking the same. Like some of them fucking the same niggas. They in a love triangle with this thing. I'm surprised they ain't got no STDs up in here. And babies, goddammit, or pregnancies. Because this is also about destroying her business and taking her money from her business. So when remember, these are not boys and girls. These are adults, honey. This lady's 25 years old. These are adults. These are not little kids. Even though they stupid like little kids, they act as kids. I went through shit like that in high school. I had to duck and dodge a lot of times. I know how she feels, and I was not a fighter. I did not want to fight, but I had to. One day they almost killed me in the bathroom. So you either learn to, or you'll be just like her. Same kind of shit. So I can relate to her, and I'm like, damn, I wish you had a change at this point, because I guess your mama didn't sense it, somebody around you didn't sense it, and you didn't sense it because you had no business fucking with them in your hometown, being friends, or traveling with they fucking ass nowhere. Because that girl, you could tell the person, if that was a woman that was hitting her and was strong, but this girl didn't know her strength because she didn't even try to get over her fear and fight and stand up for herself. She knew that girl wasn't going to fight her, and that's why I don't consider it a fight. Because fights, thank you for your donations, baby, your love. Thank you. That's not a fight to me, where you're jealous of someone and the way they look and that your nigga want to fuck them or have been fucking them, and you can't stop him from being attracted to her because her energy is so soft and sweet and pure like a little girl, but then her body and her face is beautiful like a woman. And you cannot change your feel. So your rage is going to make you stronger. She started going to a fit. She was enjoying. It's like you could tell, like she held all this stuff in. And she let it all out. It's like she couldn't get enough. She wanted to destroy this girl. And that's not a fight to me. That's an open attack and a brutal assault on another human being. Your intent and where she was hitting her at, neck up, chest up, knocking her over. But I'm seeing what we did not see. She said she stood on my chest and started jumping. I mean, you know what? Ooh. Mm-mm. That would break someone's back. You're laying on your back. You have nothing to shield you. You're naked. A person with all their strength and might jump up and jump into your stomach and jump into your chest or sit on your chest and then start jumping up, turn around and jump up the same way on your back. That would crack your back real easy. Unless you're a real big person and real fat or something. But even then, somebody keeps doing that. If they have enough weight, a small person wouldn't. But she's small. And even though the other lady is small, she was using all of her might and force and was raging and talking and doing this. She cracked. That's a way to crack the kicking and the jumping. That's what she told me. And she said in her eyes, you could see it. They hit her in the eyes, and when she was beating her, she said, I said it felt like her eyes popped or snapped or something. And when it snapped, because your eyes go directly to the optic nerve inside of the brain. And she said when something popped in her eye, her eye rolled back, and she said I was gone. She went into a coma. And that's when she was like laying back, and she wouldn't get up, bitch, get up. She wouldn't get up. She said, I couldn't. And everything inside was leaking. So her brain was leaking cerebral spinal fluid, her spine, the inside of it was cracked, and the cerebral spinal fluid was leaking out of there. The nose was, the nerve was damaged and compressed in between the bone, and she was bleeding. Internally, she said it hurt so bad. I was hurting so bad, but I could not describe the pain because I could not speak. I could not run away. I could not walk away. I could not move. I could not lift my hand up. I was dying. And she said, then some of the other peoples I just seen now, a light-skinned girl, two lighter-skinned girls, and a dark-skinned guy. What is going on? And what are you doing? It's like, motherfucker, you can see what the fuck they doing. What y'all doing? Ha, ha, ha. Then they were like, ha, ha, ha. I told you. And it's like, fuck this bitch. Fuck this bitch is dead. I told y'all to kill this bitch. And they're watching it. All of them didn't hit her, but they're watching it. And they won't even call the police. They won't even call 911. Well, what are y'all going to do now? I don't know what the fuck we're going to do, but they already knew they weren't going to say nothing. That's what she's saying. They were watching it. Somebody was sitting on a bed in there. And we got to, because it looked like she ain't gonna make it. Let this fucking bitch die. Like spitting and talking shit. The one that did it with the one of the gay guys, he was breathing. They started moving her around. Then somebody, I guess they decided, some of the people like, what are we gonna do? We gotta call somebody because we can't go back home and leave her body here, and we can't pack her in the suitcase and put on a goddamn plane. They were afraid to go out and try to throw her somewhere, because they figured she would have been eventually found out and connected to them. Some of them were going back and forth. What are we going to do? They're thinking they're trying to plot this. Somebody done got on their phone and called home. It's somebody that knowed about that shit before it came out to the mother and before it went to the news. And they're scared now. And then the feds, the FBI is investigating this. It should be police in their hometown as well as feds investigating. And they should take them to Mexico where they were and have those police get involved in it too. Whatever high officials, mayors, governors involved over there. And they took her there and probably thought they were going to get away with it because they took her there. And now this has become, because they have extradition. If you did something in Mexico, they can get you and bring you back to the U.S. But they're here. They're watching them because some of them are kind of wanting to leave their state, trying to go on a run. I don't think that's going to work. And then, because they won't be able to survive this, they won't get away for years. They're going to get them. And a couple of them think about suicide, trying to get their story straight, afraid to talk to the police because they cannot get the story straight, and they're nervous, very nervous. It's a gay guy. It's two gay guys. I'm sitting here trying to figure this out. The women, they're more reserved, but some of them are talking to their own attorneys because it's going to be some plea bargains here. And then they're going to end up implicating the men. Like I say, I don't know the whole story, so I don't know if she had a man at home or she living with other people or family members or boyfriend, as well as the so-called guy's a best friend. Because I'm seeing two men over her involved that have money and power and position. Either one of them or both of them had something to gain, not just a jealousy and obsession with one, but the money and insurance with the other. Let me see. This is a three-way relationship too, because you got here with these two guys. They fucking each other. One of them is celebrating right now, but you have this man in a three-way relationship with another man. And see, that's why goddamn, some of the stuff I see be so fucking wild. And she's sitting here agreeing with it, but she wasn't participating with all of them, but she knew about some of it. But she didn't know, or I guess she didn't want to know, how much she was disliked around this and hated around this, and that they were going to do her in. Lord have mercy, I wish I knew that. Because if I thank you for your donations and love and support, everybody. If I had known her, I would have motherfucking told with my big mouth, goddamn. Get your goddamn ass out of there, motherfucker. Come to Atlanta. Goddamn for a minute. Let me tell your mama, whoever you know, to keep your motherfucking ass home. Don't take your ass down there, baby, because you're not going to come back. Even if she didn't listen to me, you know me, I would have told that motherfucker, man. And now she's over here and she's devastated. She's seeing it and she doesn't want to believe, but she knows that's what happened to her. It's another group of lovers. And this group, they get paid to fuck. One of them has a new love that was kind of trying to stand off and keep it quiet. See, there's about 2 or 3 groups in this group that's fucking. There's a couple of gay relationships in here. One of them going to be between men and women, like I say. One of them want to be a woman undercover taking pills, like taking hormone, and didn't like her, want to look like her and be her, and fucking the nigga that was close to her in order to hit that's supposed to be a friend. I'm seeing her friend, the guy that, he's a ringleader, and the girls that you see followed him. You said, Victoria, yes, one of the people's mama called the mom and told her it was alcohol poisoning. Oh boy, and that's not what it was. They said the spine was broken. I don't know why they would believe alcohol. The mama didn't know. I don't think the mama didn't know at the time until after I said it was male and female that kicked on her. I have said that repeatedly in this reading. Did anybody hear me understand what I was saying? Because somebody just asked, and I don't remember saying just one man stomped her. Did I say that? Or did I say more than one person stomped on her? Thank you, Layla. It was a white girl in there named Winter. Well, we in winter now, so let's see if this bitch let this girl have the coldest winter. Or will she come forward and speak to the police about what she sees and knows? Because I don't believe all of them were in the room. They've seen the tape now, but they already knew she had it in for the girl. They didn't physically see it all. I don't see all the women physically saw it all. I don't see, it's a couple of guys. I don't know how many of them was there. All of them didn't do it. All of them didn't kick her and beat her. And all of them were not in the room when it happened. Those key ones, about 2 girls, 2, 3 guys, like the one holding the phone, I don't see all of them did it. But they all, of course, know. And they try not to be in it, and they don't want to talk. But I did say, Amina, and to the young lady that said that, I said I was confused. Because the one, I was very clear about it, and I'm not taking back what the fuck I said. I don't care how nobody feel about this shit. I said that one I saw hitting her. Either that was a woman or that was a man in transition with a wig on. Or somebody like that was there that was fucking on a nigga that either that liked her, the one they killed, and wanted to fuck her, or that had done it while they was there. Because I see that she had more than one lover. She has a main boyfriend, I'm saying, but she fucked around. Like something happened, or maybe she said, hey, you know what? That maybe they were experimenting. And this was a game going wrong. But it's a guy that was there, a young man. He liked her a lot, like right now in real time. He wanted to be with her, and she liked him. And these 3-way things have gone on here. So if that one was a real woman that beat her, it was another one nearby that's not. It's trying to look exactly like her, but the hair is short and kind of nappy. Like you can still tell it's a young man, and he's doing hormones. But the way he talks, so you all tell me if you see anybody from where they were over there, a man talking real feminine, high pitch, or throwing his hands around, slim or something short hair. That's who I'm talking about. Because I see some ones that I see 2 or 3 guys and they're gay, but the ones that I don't care about that part. I just care about them being so dirty, doing that girl like that and watching it. But they participate. They knew it was going to happen. The gay one knew it was going to happen. And the other guy supposed to be her friend, he set it up. He got money out of this. Some of them, that girl, they got paid for it and recognition for it. Just I believe it's some kind of organized criminal gang. And it makes me wonder why did I start? Because the Ace of Pentacles is money for him. I wonder, was he a business partner in her business, or did he want to take her business? Was it money he gave her as well as wanting to run it for her or get more money out of it? It's what he did, and also what the girls are tied to power, recognition, jealousy, 3-way relationships, broken heart about somebody you consider someone yours that's not really yours because you liking them, but all y'all agreed to have open sex, and now you took this farther and he liked her more, so you want to do this to this girl. But it's also tied to females and money, and her money that she was making with her shop and investments, and her, if she has a boyfriend. This is two men here, 2 men of powerful positions here, the King of Pentacles and the King of Cups. And jealousy groups. It was 2 or 3 fights that went down here. They got grouped. They got to arguing. One trying to talk other down, outdo the other one. And then the bully came up. Well, I'll beat your ass. No, bitch, I'll beat your motherfucking ass. No, nigga, I'll beat your ass. Then they get, honey, I'll beat all y'all ass, honey. Because real strong like a man, but looking and acting like a woman. So maybe that's what you heard me say too. But I did see a man kick her that looked like a man. I saw a gay one. I saw 2 or 3 people. So that's why I'm wondering, what was that we saw started and then said, oh, and then snatched the wig off. Is that a boy? A young man? A young lady in between? He, she. That's what I said. But I still seen a man, a gay one, kicking and beating her. And I saw the girl, if that's the girl, standing on her. That's what I said. I said several things that could be, and I'm wondering what that is. And this is a nightmare for her because she cannot believe this happened to her. And I'm just wondering, why am I seeing the messiness and the 2 and 3 fights? So I wonder, did she jump on this girl and they helped and watched and held her down? I wonder, did she have any alcohol in her body? If you all know and saw the autopsy reports, was there any alcohol in her body? I'm wondering, because they was trying to make it like that, trying to hold her back and mouth open and pull it down in her mouth to make it look like that's how she died. I don't know how they thought anybody was going to buy that. I guess they thought because they were there's going to be no autopsy, no police, nothing happening in the U.S. But once they opened her up, they were going to see all those broken bones and all those bruises and contusions and the hemorrhaging in the brain and the swelling in the brain, and the spinal cord, the brain stem. All that stuff was fucked up back there. And in the front of her head, and damaged her nose, the septum, like it might have been a little deviated, which is a nose bone. Kicked her in the throat. I mean, broke her neck, but it was broke. And she said she couldn't talk because of the damage to the front of the neck. Along with going in a corner and coma and seizing out, going backwards, where eyes went popped, it went back in the back of the head, the left, showed me the left eye. But two of them both could have been damaged, but she showed me the left popped and went slid all the way backwards. Y'all, you seen was some white tissue in that baby eye when she showed it to me at the time that happened. I said it kicked her. No amount of alcohol is going to cover it when you open her body up like that and open her head and her brain like that. The brain looked lopsided to me from what I'm seeing because it was so swollen up and just fucked up. I mean, what they did to this girl. And she showed me her knee, her leg. The leg was damaged like the calf, the kneecap going down. I mean, goddamn, just tore this girl up. You could tell it was a lot of hatred, jealousy, and rage. Just watching a little bit, you could see, you could tell that girl was so jealous of her and angry with her. And I'm telling you, this shit is about sex. This is sexual jealousy, deviancy, competition, and them fucking each other. And it was 2 or 3 different fights. This one, did they fight her one time, take a break, or they intervene? Then you jumped her again with the group watching, and they helped. Just like 2 or 3 times this thing went on down there. And the arguing, fussing, and fighting. They was down there fucking. There was 2 groups down there fucking. And a man fucking a man. That's what, I'm sorry, 2 men's fucking each other. There was also arguing and fucking a group. They was in a group 6 getting high and drunk. Man, this shit is so goddamn it messy. If what I'm seeing is correct, then somebody was heartbroken of them because there's 3 of them. One was fucking a nigga. And then found out he was fucking a nigga and a bitch down there at the same time. And one of them was fucking for money down there to get their money, to get their coin. And then another one's over there fucking a man. But man, look, I hope this come out if what I'm seeing is accurate because I need some confirmation, goddamn it. I need some straightening like the Migos, goddamn it. Give me some straightening and get his girl some straightening because y'all need to. I hope these police destroy their lives. Nice donations. Don't send me $2.22 and $3.33 and expect me to acknowledge you. I mean, you do what you do, you donate what you want, but I don't know the purpose of that. For somebody to donate to me that low, $2.22 because you're into numbers, $3.33. I can't even buy a Coca-Cola with that. So I don't. That's what you like to do to people and go around and donate $2.22 because you're in a number. It's cool if you go get it to somebody else. I'm not trying to be funny, but I don't know what that is. And I really consider it disrespectful. I mean, all the information I give and all the work that I do, that's why I really don't like being over here. And I'm really tired of it because you think that $1.11, $4.44, $4.44. I don't. I don't really get that. So people like that, I'm not going to acknowledge because I'm sure you should donate more. So from now on, the people that want me to acknowledge them and know who they are, please give me a nice donation when you can. And definitely something that I could use, because I'm not trying to be funny, but it seems like you are, because ain't nothing I can do with that. Yeah, and let me go into a few confirmations, because I just mentioned California yesterday, and I was talking about earthquakes, volcanoes. I've been mentioning that all year about Water World and the Year of the Water Tiger with Nipsey Hussle, and even Dr. Sebi would come and speak with Nipsey Hussle and confirm what we were saying, and airborne diseases and man-made things coming out of the water, as well as underground cities with volcanoes and earthquakes and hot water geysers and turning into tornadoes and tsunamis in the United States and worldwide, and creating famines and drought in the United States. You heard me say it, or you can go listen to the video from yesterday. I mentioned California. And what's weird is that if you look today, 24 hours after I said it, how come there's been a major earthquake in Baja? I think it's Baja, California, which is connected to what? Mexico. The same Airbnb, I think the company, or one of the companies that owns the Airbnb that Shanquella Robinson stayed in, is in Baja, California. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's a conglomerate, just like I said. I know it wasn't one house and one owner. And it also hit Mexico today. There was an earthquake in Mexico running along that same fault with Baja, California. So that tells me, like I told y'all the other day, the water spirits around there, her ancestors, as well as some other ancestors, the good and the evil, the light and the dark ones, the demonic ones, and angelic ones, are fighting right now. There's conflict there at the Airbnb where she stayed in Mexico. That company that is tied to it, that owns that property and manages that property, and going into California. There's also some of the owners and connected to, and the people that go back and forth between Baja California and that Mexico retreat that are trying to cover this. Didn't I tell you all? The police, the people that work for the Airbnb and clean up the employees there. Didn't I tell you somebody heard it and they saw it and they were scared to say something? They was told they better not motherfucking say something. Didn't I keep telling you I saw corruption down there, sex trafficking, drug trafficking, extortion, and a lot of money taken from her, and celebrating and them the money being taken. I ended though, because every time I saw it was about money, and I'm like, did the friends just keep taking this money? But then I saw police and lawyers and law enforcement. But then I told y'all I saw corruption. They were trying to cover this up and hide this in police. I said a lot of dirty shit and murders go on down there. And I told y'all I saw counterfeiting between United States money and the peso, conversion of counterfeit peso, using them, and then the counterfeiting of US dollars, or even dealing with some type of conversion that they're doing. But it is like a type of money laundering, as well as counterfeit US dollars and $100 bills. We know the top place is Peru. I also saw it coming through Mexico, Canada, China, coming to the US, and them dealing with counterfeiters as well as money launderers and making deals in Mexico, buying the packs of money and then them smuggling it over into the US. I don't know why I was seeing this since police was involved in this. Now, people have been sending me videos. People have reported that the police allegedly Mexican police stole $17,000 out of Shanquella's suitcase, and the friend stole money too. And the doctor lied about being with her all that time. They reported and then said a maid seen it. That was an employee. Maid seen it, and the doctor lied about how long they stayed with her. It didn't make sense. She stayed with her 3 hours, but she died 15 minutes after her injuries. And the police also hid it and told a lot of lies. See, but I'm crazy. I make up shit. I keep up shit. I'm always jugging at people. I'm like the single white female, but I'm the single black female with the blonde wig on that go and attack and obsess and want to fuck Nipsey baby mama, eat out her stinking ass. See this? That's what the emails say. Y'all can check them out on my Instagram page. Goddamn, I make up shit. Just say anything, do anything, just a big damn liar. That's what they say about Drip. I don't know nobody else read it. I don't listen to people reading. I don't know, goddamn it. But then they telling me the main people that's reporting on this shit. I don't know if another psychic said what I said. But then I just tell y'all that shit. Y'all know I'm with the shit, some with the smoke, all of it. And I told y'all, there was corruption tied into that. I seen somebody else dead underneath this too. Seen a nigga dead. So I wonder, was it some damn niggas, some other black folk died round in that area, goddamn it, at that Airbnb or Airbnb nearby or resort down there? Huh? Down in Mexico? I wonder, was it one tied to this group here? The Cabo 6, goddamn name. They named their ass the goddamn Cabo 6. Is it tied to them and I can't see it? Or is it tied to her boyfriend, another nigga dealing with dope, trafficking, doing dope, in and out of jail, or really don't have a lot of money? I wonder what is up with her boyfriend with the hot pink suit on up there at the funeral. Wonder, do he know the Cabo 6 too? Was he affiliated with them in type of some kind of way? Was he using her and juicing up her money? But I wonder, why did she have $17,000 in her suitcase? I don't understand why she took so much money down there and paid for everything down there. She knows there are safer ways to carry your money. I guess she didn't expect it to happen, but that's just dangerous to do. So that makes me wonder, did the police make a deal with them and they let them get that money? If you let us go and we will keep this quiet, this will be between us. Did the Mexican police make a deal with them? They bought their freedom out of there and left her there and then made up the rest, because it's kind of looking like that. And God damn it, what was it, 2 days? I told y'all I seen police corruption with this motherfucking shit, and them letting this shit happen and go on all the goddamn time, and now trying to cover it up and lie and switch it around. And oh Jesus. I ain't gonna stay too long on this because I'm tired. I've been working all goddamn day. I need me a little damn nap and a damn hot toddy, goddamn it. Cause goddamn, I just said this shit a few days ago. They was doing this shit, and I'm wondering, is they scared to go back down there and get arrested because they know they're gonna kill their ass when they go down there, especially if they talk. And from what I've been hearing, I don't know if it's correct, but they said they can't find none of them to talk in person anyway. And I think that ugly one, when I looked at her reading the other day, she asking for money. She want to be a star and center of attention, and she want to tell us what happened, but she wants some money to do it. Whoo, how disgusting. That's your childhood friend, and you was there and helped them beat her to death, even though you said you didn't hit the fatal blow. You still was swinging on and jumping on her. You the one I said looked like an ugly ass man, and when you pulled that wig off, goddammit. But they said you was not a man, and I didn't say for sure you was, but I seen some transgenders in there. I seen some men want to go from male to females and gays in there. I stand by what I said. They were fucking. Now, all of them had fucked. They was swapping down there and sucking and fucking pussy and getting fucked up. Look, oh, damn. Ow. I'm sorry. I wasn't supposed to say that. God damn. They were down passing eggplants and cucumbers down there. And hooking up like a lot of people do. I mean, I think I touched on these things and told y'all about the corruption of them Mexican police is down there. And I said it was corporations that own them Airbnbs close by, and I picked up California. And y'all confirmed it for me. Now police took her money along with her friends. So I'm just, and I'm looking at this here, and these undercover police is spying on them and watching them. But from what they're also saying, they was targeted. Decided to target them because they know when people come in there from the United States, who carrying a lot of money and who not. They can see through your bags. So they'll target people and watch them for robbery or setups. But then basically they did the homicide, femicide form, killed her. They swoop in, some of them swoop in. No, they had that money. And I really don't believe them whole 6 of her friends didn't know that they got that money. Then they went out, they said, because I seen them partying after they did it. I still seen them partying, celebrating, laughing, 3 women's. They killed her and then posed her, had her upside down, like the hangman. Like she was chilling, okay. No, she was in that damn dead, and then took some money and spent that and got them another Airbnb. See, now they couldn't have just, because I'm telling you, them people down there is real cunning and shrewd. And it's not all the police, but a lot of police is corrupt and have a network. Lord have mercy. And then they said, the doctor said, correct me if I'm wrong, because they got another white man down there that's reporting. I'm so glad, because he's bringing a lot of shit out that hasn't been reported in the U.S. news. Correct me if I'm wrong. I seen at on one of the blogs over there on YouTube, they said the doctor said that she had a seizure and that she vomited. Didn't I tell y'all a few days ago that girl came in here and told me she was seasoned bad in the inside, and didn't nobody know? All of them didn't know she was seasoned, and she stood here and vomited for me 2 times. Because I just heard it today that she was seasoned. I think the doctor seen it. She started having small seizures. Then I heard him say they called her mama and said she throwed up. Drip or drown. I just want to know, am I gripping and dripping over here? Because that's what that baby said. Huh? I mean, I just want y'all to confirm drip. Thank you, baby Kim G. Queen Drip King Nip. Says she throwed up and you asked her what's wrong. Yeah. She told me when they were beating in the head and she started seizing and losing control of her body and her faculties because she was dying in the brain. She had real bad swelling, said she had bleeding, hemorrhaging in her brain and real swole in her back. Back was cracked, went down. Basically, she had what you call an internal decapitation. Her bones wasn't stable. Her brain wasn't stable. Her spine couldn't hold her brain, her skull on top of it because it was cracked open and her spinal cord was told. Like I said, the top of her brain, I see it on the left side of the top of her spinal cord. And the spine, the bone, the skeletal part was cracked and broke. And she said they kicked her in it and two different people and said they turned her over, like slammed her down and stood on her. Oh boy. That's hard to repeat, but if somebody had did that to my baby, honey, I would have been talking to y'all doing a live from goddamn baby, because they would have did my child like that and got away with it. And then the baby walk in here and tell me, especially I would have seen this shit before it happened. I'm trying to go down here in my soul. Yes, you said that's what little mama said. Yeah, said she starts. Didn't I tell you? I'm just gonna cheer right now. She said she started seizing. She was having seizures inside. That's right, drip or we will drown that ass. Bitch. How they always come here lying and starting shit. Y'all go over there and you can see all the emails we put up there on Instagram that them bitches was sending me and threatening me and degrading me and kept calling me names and shit. But you see, I still drips and drown. And y'all slips and slide. Stomp a bitch before she thinks she finna ride on me. Like you said, drip or we drowning you motherfucking hoes over here. You see, I know people heard and saw. Yeah. And they told the goddamn employee, you better not say nothing, and paid them. They paying people's off and threatening to kill them. You ain't gonna have no job, you ain't gonna have no money, bitch. You over here in Mexico with shit have, bitch. Your ass will get fucked up and locked up too, bitch. You already getting a few pesos for the cleaning job hole. You won't get that if you said something, bitch. So they trapped over there. They're not gonna say nothing. You said 12. There's a wonder why she has so much cash. Maybe she had to fill out a form. Yeah, but you know too, they can see through your bag. I don't know if they make you feel like to bring it in there, but they can see everything. They can see your drawers and see in your ass. You walk through that motherfucking machine. Shit, unless you opt not to go through the machine and let them scan your pat you down, they still gonna look through your shit and frisk you and frisk your wig and dig in your pussy. They have a bitch to do it. Because I've had to do that when I don't want to go through there and get all that extra radiation in my body. They know you are not gonna get through there and they don't fucking know. And then they'll target a motherfucker. Yeah, well, you know, we checked on her. She got his phone. She got to spend a amount of money on her. And basically her friend, because you don't know how many times her friends have been there or who they know over there. And so, because there's a lot of Americans over there and there be niggas over there. And nigga bitches over there doing dirty shit over there. I kept seeing them and I still see them now. Before I got on here and I seen the police. I seen lawyers. I seen them talking to the Cabo 6 that set her up. And I kept seeing a lot of money. I kept seeing a man with money, woman with money, doctor, lawyer, and a motherfucking police and a spokesman. I'm like, why do I keep seeing this and this all day happy and tapping their hand and pointing because I kept seeing just money. And the King of Pentacles, which would be somebody that is very powerful in the day and like they do good shit, but really is a part of the motherfucking gang. And the Kingpin, I told y'all I seen a gang leader in this dealing with money. People scared of him and fear him and could set folks up to be motherfucking killed. And this was dealing with drug activity, bribery, sex, and making a lot of money as well as making them give it to them, or they scared of them, so they'll do what this motherfucker say. There must be somebody high ranking in law enforcement down there in Mexico, as well as connected. Didn't I tell y'all? There was a network of them up there. People get killed, people get robbed, people go missing, people get targeted, people get sex trafficked, mans, women's, and motherfucking children. And then they hold motherfuckers hostage down there, rob them or have them prostituted or jam them in this house, these plantation I told y'all in the basement. Different races of motherfuckers. Then have them on the dark web and have them hooked in on the internet. People come in and fuck them, buy them. Then they take all that shit so they can't run, they can't leave, goddamn it. And when they get tired of them, or got all they can get out of them, kill them, or then traffic them. And then Oregon, it's a big organ ring down now. You know, they'll do that to black folks real easy. Because they know a lot of them healthy and strong, goddamn it, eat them collard green and goddamn a biscuit with butter and cheese and egg and shit on it. So them motherfuckers is healthy, goddamn it. They go over there, especially them, and they aging young and want to exercise. Like she said, don't take that long to get naked, goddamn it, and get your bikini. So they out there in shape and shit. So they're like, I know that bitch got a good heart, and that nigga there got some good testicles with some hormone in it. We can make some shit out of them. That other one over there got some good kidneys, goddamn it. Motherfuckers get fucked up down now. White and black in different races, but especially usually the black ones, they go up on the radar. Don't nobody check for their ass, grind them up and have a farm out there. Here, Chico. Come here, come sweat. Yeah, get them dogs to eat their ass up or throw them out there in a crocodile pit. You don't know what the fuck happened. I was going to put that on the grill. It be niggas down there doing dirty shit too. Man, look, see, I tried to leave this alone. She keeps circling over here and I keep telling. It's her, Nipsey, and goddamn it, the other girl that I said I was not. I'm trying not to touch that because everybody else done fucking touch that. Them and this other nigga is several of, and there's some half black and half Spanish motherfuckers over here. Keep out that. What y'all know her? Kanika, goddamn it, Kanika. And I'm trying like to just ease. Look, they keep on. They running the earth now, walking around. I don't know how the fuck they find their way down here to the ATL, but they clearly, I don't know, they got southern roots. I don't know what the fuck, but they always find their way over here. Because Shanquella and Kanika time, they want something to eat and shit. And I'm just like, y'all, don't do this to me. I was trying to raise up out of this, y'all, please. And then Kanika gonna tell me, hey, Vaughn, and I look, oh, y'all, please. See, do y'all remember I told y'all, I was trying to tell Takeoff to stop it. When you were with the witch talking about goddamn it P or quality control. Y'all see all this shit that came out on goddamn it P or quality control, and then found out they will offset them with Miko was suing P and said people stealing millions of goddamn it dollars. His mama said he the spawn from hell. He the devil himself. I kept trying to tell Takeoff stop it now because y'all get me in trouble. As soon as I tell something, they want to try to destroy me and attack me and shit. And I sit up here and fight and try to put damn spells and shit on me because they don't want me to fucking tell. And then they just love to come over here and run their mouth and keep up shit. And Kanika, you cannot sit. Get off my dresser. She's over here like a little kid, just swinging her legs, sitting on my goddamn it dresser. Look, please, y'all. Somebody damn dog and puppy over here. I don't know which one of them had no dogs or puppies. I don't know if they liked it puppies or Kanika was around. I look. I'm gonna tell y'all what the fuck else doesn't have. Okay, Mexico, that's in that area. So I know it's a lot of turmoil and shit. They're gonna pay for what they did to that girl, Shanquella over there. I don't know if they're gonna end up making them come back over there since it happened over there, because only the Mexican police authorities can do that. Working with the FBI State Department. I don't know if they also have an embassy there in Mexico, but they are going to have to, Mexico is going to have to be willing to do this. And from what another lawyer was saying, it has to be international outcry and United States outcry. And I really feel that we should boycott them and America shouldn't go over there, especially the black ones, especially anybody of color, because that's what's going to happen to your motherfucking ass. Because I told you, see, this is not just about her friends murdering her. Yeah, nobody in Mexico murdered her. But y'all let her die over there. Took her fucking money, made a deal with them dirty motherfuckers there, her friend. Let them come over here and took that goddamn it girl money. Now you nigga motherfuckers go over there here. And they're going to treat your stinking ass the same goddamn it way. And even if you a big time nigga with some money, your ass will be dead. Even if you get justice, your ass will be still physically dead in the damn ground. Don't come. I'm going to tell you, if you hear my voice right now, something happening to your stinking ass, don't come to my house. Don't come to my house. Don't bring your ass to my house. I don't want to see you over here because you've been warned. Goddamn it. And you don't see what the fuck they do. I don't tell them how many black and black Indian and half Latin motherfuckers down there dead. Yeah, they do it to their own folks down there. And other people's, white people's get missing and sex trafficked down there too. Especially your ass. They consider you a nigga and you down there. They don't give a fuck. Just cover the shit. She has motherfuckers took that girl money, split that money. I don't know if they gave a shot of ass down there and get some money and some ass. Okay, you could go and steal you. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying not to go deeper in this because I see some other thing. I think I said enough with the last goddamn it reading. Now I'm on the dressing because the shit I said came out there. Now she up here grinning, Kanika up here grinning, and I already said when people ask me, don't ask me about her. Because there's too much corruption in it. And I don't need no more trouble. My son don't need no more trouble. I don't like to talk about shit like this in law enforcement. I have enough shit with them. I'm still not going to get into her whole story because there are plenty of other people that do her story and done a good job reporting it. So y'all are going to have to go to them. Don't ask me to do that because everything about Kanika is already out in the public. But she keeps skipping around here, acting like I'm her mommy. Just grinning, she got pretty teeth and little dimples on the side. Keep grinning and giggling. But I did not tell you, get off my stuff. I don't know why you're doing that. Sit on somebody's dresser. That's disrespectful. Sit your little booty on my dresser. Get off. You can sit on the floor. You can sit on the bed. You don't sit on my dresser, Kanika. And she act like she know me. They all come in here act like they know me. She wants a snack. I might give you one, but get off my dresser and I might give you one. We'll talk about it. We can talk in private, but I'm not getting into that. I don't have enough shit going on now. So y'all gonna have to ask somebody else to do that. But again, everything about her that needs to be known is already known. Her reading is already in public. And as you can see, it was a big outcry. And what did anybody do? Nothing. What did the police do? Nothing. And because the officials were in their pocket, and this goes hand in hand with what they did to her. Shane with Nipsey. And I hope this doesn't happen with Shanquella or Quella. I call her Quella. There's my little sweetheart, Quella. And these all three, Nipsey, Quella, Kanika, all run together. Then I see a couple of other more people that were murdered down there hanging in here, and they're mentioning Halloween. You know, she was there, during the eve of moving into Halloween down in Mexico, the Day of the Dead. It's really quite interesting when they sucked her soul in there to do that demonic ritual on that baby. And you're in a place that they honor these spirits, Santita Muerta, and the death spirits, and those days, those are high holy days down there. So, you know, the portal is open up for them to suck in what they want, and they learn how to suck in it and for Santita to bring them money through the death energy. So I'm tired. I might get back into this the next couple of days because somebody also gave me a donation to do a reading on stinking ass Trey Song ass. And that ain't gonna be long.
Well, listen here. We want to thank you all for coming by and listening in. We will conclude this broadcast now, and we will be back soon. Thank you all for stopping by. We'll see you soon.